For this buttonhole tutorial you will need a ruler, the fabric or garment you will be making a buttonhole on, a button, a marker, scissors, a needle, and thread, preferably in a colour matching your fabric. First off, measure your button and mark a line on your fabric the size of this button. Then add 4 lines, one on each side of the buttonhole, 5mm away from the first line. I accidentally only drew 2 lines in this video, one on either side. Then fold your fabric in half and cut along the first line, making sure you do not overcut. Make sure your button fits through this hole. Cut a length of thread and thread your needle. For this tutorial, I have knotted the ends together for strength. Poke your needle up through the back on one side of your buttonhole, then thread it back through the slit and up through the first hole again. Poke your needle through the slit again, but this time come up a few millimeters to the side of the first stitch. Before pulling that stitch tight, pull the needle through the loop created by the thread. You are essentially sewing a blanket stitch around the raw edge of the buttonhole to ensure that it does not fray. Repeat until you reach the corner. At the corner, poke the needle through the buttonhole you are making and then through the point where the 2 lines you have drawn intersect, or, as in this video, at a 45-degree angle from your other stitches. Then, stitch 1 or 2 stitches perpendicular from your existing line before a final one in the opposite corner. Turn your fabric and continue the blanket stitches along the long side again, and then repeat the steps for the corners. Continue the blanket stitches until you reach your first stitch. Unfortunately, this tutorial moves off screen, but after your final stitch, thread the needle through the first stitch you made and then turn to the back side and tie a knot. Cut your thread and you have a finished hand-sewn buttonhole.